Hello, everyone. Okay, the question is, by the way, I'm Chris Curran from Fractal Recording. The question is, how much does it cost to podcast? How much does it cost to create a podcast? Right? How much does it cost to make a podcast? So the answer is anywhere from $0 to thousands. And I'm going to clarify that. So I'm going to give you the real spectrum here, but I just wanted to say in the beginning that anywhere from 0 to thousands. Okay, let's start with the zero part. If you have a microphone, like a headset mic that you plug into your computer for any reason, whether it's to use Skype or whether it's to use one of these voice to text programs, that's it. You can just speak into that mic. It goes into your computer. There's a lot of free recording programs you can record with, and just talk into the program, record it, and upload it. It's free. That's it. You have a podcast. These days, what's also free is Google Plus Hangouts. So you could actually do a Google Plus Hangout. You don't even need microphones. Well, you need some sort of microphone. I mean, if you're using a laptop, most laptops have the built-in mics, which are not that good, but it would work. Most, desktop PCs do not have a microphone built into it, but it's easy to get, a little USB mic, real easy. And then you could do a Google Hangout with someone else and talk back and forth, and you could actually upload that as a podcast, because a podcast can be video as well as audio. And really, it could also be a PDF, could be considered a podcast, because what you're doing is you're basically broadcasting something to someone's pod. Originally, it was the iPod. Now there's a lot of other devices that can catch that information. Anyhow, so those are a couple ways you can make a free podcast. Now, if you want to get a little more professional or a little more in-depth, you can buy a decent microphone. You can, you can record at better quality. You can get a better recording program. There's a lot of little things you can upgrade, going all the way up to something like I have here, where you're using professional equipment and hook it all together, have good mic preamps and compressors and things to make the audio sound much better. You can have a mixer here, so you can play, for instance, often with shows, I play the theme song out of my phone through the mixer, and it mixes my voice with the theme song and intro and everything. And also you could see these other mics here. I can have other people here sitting here chatting with me onto a podcast. If you want to even go a step further than that, you can see I have a phone right here. I have a little box which I can accept phone calls, which go into my mixer, which gets mixed together and I could podcast that, record that, and I can also, obviously, on the laptop here, have people on either a Google Hangout or Skype or any Uvu, any of these programs, and mix that in. The setup I have here, I can do all that simultaneously, as well as broadcast live on the internet and record locally. So, right, I'm an audio engineer, so I'm going nuts here, right? And I'm having fun doing it. Now, the average person doesn't have to do that. So doing a podcast by yourself, again, from $0 all the way up to thousands, or another option is to have someone help you. Now, this is what I do here at my studio, Fractal Recording, here in northern New Jersey. I have a whole setup here in a nice office space, and a lot of local business people I know are now coming in here to record their own show here. So what they do is they don't worry about the mixer and the mics and the where to post it online and the compressors and anything technical. They just walk in the door prepared to talk about a certain topic, and maybe they bring a guest, right? So they may interview someone here, and they just walk in, sit down, have a nice chat, and they let Chris do all the technical work and upload it, edit it, make it sound nice, add music, whatever. Edit out parts that they don't want in there. So now, that's easier because you don't have to get into anything technical, but you are going to have to pay for the facility and the service of an engineer like me. And what can that cost? Well, that again depends on a lot of factors. What you need, how often you're going to do your podcasts, if you're going to broadcast live as well as post the recording, how many people you're going to bring in here, as well as how many podcasts you're going to commit to. Obviously, if it's a one-time thing, I can offer one rate, but if you sign up for a 24 podcast package and do 24 podcasts within a 1 year time, I can give you a much better rate per show because it's, you're kind of like buying in bulk. So just to throw numbers out there, I can say that per episode, the cost per episode can probably go anywhere from, let's say 250 all the way up to maybe 400 or so, depending on all those factors. And of course, I discuss with all my clients different situations. So there's always, an option to discuss things. So there you have it. So you can do a podcast by yourself from one extreme to the other. You can be simple or get real fancy, or you can work with a studio or a podcast producer like myself and, pay a certain fee per podcast, but you don't have to worry about any of the technical setup. So that's pretty much a simple answer of how much a podcast costs. I hope this information was helpful. Of course, if you have any other questions, feel free to contact me through the website, which is fractalrecording.com, or just, give us a call. Our number is listed everywhere, basically. So that's it. I hope this was helpful. Take care.